Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from tarotforhealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is your weekly reading. This is for the week beginning the 27th through to the 2nd of August. So, wow, time's moving fast. But what I've decided to do today, I decided to use the Psychic Tarot because I haven't used that deck in a bit. That's this one here. And I wanted to go back and use the Guardian Angels Tarot because I haven't used this one in ages. And at one point, I used to use it on quite a regular basis. So, yeah, I'm just kind of reconnecting back with that deck. So, the first card to show up is the Two of Intuition, which is the High Priestess in the traditional tarot deck. Do you know what is so weird with this deck? Every reading I do, and this is guaranteed, like, to me it's like different decks have different personalities, and with this deck in particular, pretty much every reading I do, always two major arcana cards show up, like all the time. It's always two major arcanas, and it's just really strange that way. But yeah, the next card is the Eight of Accelerated Motion, which is the Eight of Wands in the traditional tarot. And then the last card is the 14 of Patience, which is the Temperance card traditionally. Now, to me, what I see with these cards is basically, to me, the first card is saying that this is a time where you have to have faith. You have to believe in yourself. I think some of you guys may have been in a position where maybe you've been lacking on faith. Maybe things have just felt like, where are they going? How are things going to progress? What I love about this card is how you see this kind of vortex that's here. It almost speaks of how things are happening on underneath the surface. Sometimes you can't see the manifestation, you can't see it in front of you, but it doesn't mean that behind the scenes things aren't happening in the process. Again, sometimes the short-term goals that we have can almost override future goals, like almost like we will be like, okay, we want to receive the gratification for the work that we do right now, this second. And then because we don't see that gratification instantly or as quickly as we want to see it, it's like we don't hang in there long enough to really see what can show up in the long term. This card is about, again, if you can't see what's happening in the long term, you have to have faith that things are going to fall into place and that things are going to work out for you. This is a period of creation for a lot of you guys. So even if your hard work, again, it may seem like it's not paying off, it may feel like you're not really seeing the results, it's saying that you have to go within yourself and be able to find the strength within you to still stay the course. The High Priestess is about, again, secret knowledge, occult knowledge, things that aren't brought out into the known, into the wide world. And sometimes again, you have to take that time to really build on something, really work on it, either within yourself internally. So this can be internal work that is taking place within you, like changes that are taking place within your body, inside of yourself, or within you spiritually. But it also can be speaking about anything that you're trying to create and bring about that, again, you haven't seen the physical manifestation of as yet. But this is a really good time for you to kind of do some soul searching about what direction you want to go in, how far you want things to go in certain aspects of your life. And so this is a good time for that kind of evaluation of even of your emotions too, because the High Priestess also connects with the moon, like the essence of the moon. So it's also about, again, that kind of psychic ability, intuitive abilities, your ability to foresee what can happen for you or what can be destined for you. Because for you to create anything, you have to have a vision in mind. But again, sometimes that vision, we can hold on to it so much that when we don't see it, we don't see that vision come into reality, we can give up. We can decide to, like, I don't know how this is going to be, especially with these clouds here. So it's kind of telling me that some of you guys might be feeling like Again, you may not have a clear vision or a clear understanding yet, but it's saying that behind the scenes, on in the spiritual planes, in like astral planes, things are falling into place. So know that wherever you're at right now in your life is exactly where you're supposed to be. I know that's, really new agey to say, but it's true. Like, where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. And right now you may just have to sit kind of and just experience where you're at right now, even if it's not a comfortable place, even if it's not exactly what you would want to do, be, what you see for yourself in the future. Sometimes you just have to be in that place now so that you can gain whatever experience you need to gain. And whatever you learn now, or whatever you're experiencing now, know that that's something that is going to help you towards whatever you're trying to do in the future. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is more of a peaceful time. It's about going within yourself, and it's about really knowing again what it is that you want, or maybe even knowing yourself on a deeper level. I'm really drawn to this ankh that she has around her neck, and to me that's like a symbol of life being given. Also, it's about your connection with just life and the world um as a whole. Like, that's just the way I kind of look at that, like that symbol. So again, that might be something that you're kind of thinking more about as well. As you can see here, like her eyes are closed. It's just all about you right now. But then this door is also like symbolizing that again, something, again, maybe a door is closed. If it was open, it might be saying something new is coming through. But being that it's closed, it might be saying maybe again, you have to trust whatever is behind there to be exactly what you need it to be. But even if it's behind there, maybe again, you can't see it yet. It hasn't come through yet, but something is definitely there. So yeah. Now, this is the card that is interesting. And to me, I hate having to say the same thing every week. But I don't know what it is. With these weekly readings, sometimes the messages just seem kind of similar, or they just like to repeat themselves. And I tell you, I try to do everything in my power to shuffle up this card. And I'll be like saying, while I'm shuffling, give a message that is going to resonate with everyone that is watching this video. And yet still it's like this similar message kind of coming through. So I'm just trying to be the messenger here and tell you guys what these cards are kind of saying. But what this card is saying is that things are going to be moving fast. It's talking about dreams, wishes, aspirations happening, coming through. This card is like, as you can see, it's like the comet is passing, and so she gets the opportunity to make her wish. So again, it's kind of saying, and this is an 8 card, so it's definitely about manifestation. It's about what you're trying to bring into this physical realm. Then it's like with these mountains in the background, it sort of symbolizes the challenges, the obstacles, the journey almost, because that's what it is. We're always on a journey, and even when we're trying to create something, there is a journey to creating that final finished product at the end. It's almost like, if you are a technician and I don't know, like you're building a computer, you're building a I don't know, maybe you're an architect, you're creating a plan for a building, something like that. It's like everything has a process behind it. And so to me, it's like looking at this card first, it's kind of saying there has to be this time of creative process where again, you're kind of going within yourself, seeing what it is that you want, trying to come up with, okay, what exactly do I need to do to bring this into being? But at the same time, I need to have the faith in myself. I have to trust in my own abilities to be able to create this for myself. So again, I can kind of see with this card, there might be a lot of time spent alone as well with this card and going within. Whereas this card is saying that even in the process of going within, something is definitely showing through. So maybe whatever was behind this door that you weren't seeing, you're going to be able to see the results of. You're going to be able to see something that you have been wanting, desiring, something that again is moving in the direction you need it to move into. The only thing with this card is that she's kind of staying still though, where this comet is obviously moving. So it could be saying that maybe even in the process of stillness, maybe for some of you guys, you've done all that you can do at this point, and maybe that's why you're kind of being still. But then it's kind of showing that something is going to be coming to you even in the process of this stillness. So this week, I don't really see it being like fast moving. I'm so sorry. 1 second. Oh, I'm so sorry for that. I'm not going to make this video again because I'm feeling like I'm in the flow of things right now. So I'm just going to turn this off. Yes. I'm just checking for my other one to make sure there's no more interruptions, because sometimes people are eager to get in contact and then they start calling every phone number you have. Okay, so I'll deal with that later. But yeah, I'm in the flow of things, so I'm not going to stop now. So yes, so this card can be representing again things sort of moving. There's a progression, but again, it's like you're sort of in the stillness of things. That's how things are kind of taking place. So things just might be falling into place just a little bit more. And again, this doesn't have to mean, huge major, like huge accomplishments. For some of you guys it can be, but for some of you guys it can just mean that maybe even if you're not seeing something materialize, it could be just saying that maybe you know what these wishes are. Like now you can focus on that one particular thing that you really truly do want, and because of that, you can find a means to progress, find a means of moving things forward. So this could just be symbolizing that maybe you just have a clearer vision of what it is that you want to do, like with the progress of these cards sort of moving forward. But then what I see here with this last card representing temperance, which in this case is patience, is saying again there has to be a process to things. A lot of things that stay around for a long time, like even thinking about businesses that last a long time, it takes that building process. It takes that time to really work on it, to really see things come about. It's not a quick moving process, or like something that just happens and it's just fast. So again, there could be some kind of development that comes in fast, or news that comes in fast, or something like that. Something that is positive, a wish or something, some desire that you hear back from. But then it's saying that you have to be patient with your circumstances and with things that's going on. Even if something comes through and it's new, like is in the very beginning stages, again, it has to be nourished, it has to grow, it has to progress over time. And that comes from you. That comes from your hard work, your dedication, your commitment to sort of making it grow, making it turn into something. So what I'm seeing for you guys is that it's saying be very patient with what you're trying to do. Be patient with the work you're trying to do. Be patient with your relationships, things that you're trying to grow and see a future in. It's going to take time. Yes, there's going to be some happiness and joy to be had in the process, and I think that you're going to learn a lot in the process as well, because this card can represent also like a teacher kind of aspects of things. So it could be saying that maybe somebody is going to be your teacher, but then I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're your own teacher. Like you already know what it is that you want to do, what you have to do, because it all is inside of you already. Sometimes you just need something to sort of bring it out of yourself, something to give you that kind of vision to really see it. But then all of this is going to come with your own commitments. But then what I see with these cards as well, I really feel that there is more of a sense of peace in these cards. Again, none of these, especially these two, it's not really representing something that is going to be like you're going to be receiving the reward in like now. It's like almost saying that there's goodness to be had, but then you're really going to see the reward down the line. So know that because you're going to be receiving that down the line, you have to just keep on building, keep on being patient, even if it's a struggle, even if it's hard, even if there's challenges, even if like whatever shows up, you have to stay the course, because I feel like you have something really to prove to yourself. There's something that you need for yourself in this whole process. So it's almost like regardless of the difficulty, you still have to stay the course, because you have to show you that you can go through this and you can achieve what you want in the end. Now the next card, this is the card that I just decided to pull from the Guardian Angels deck, and it's a nice one. It's the Ace of Abundance, and it says this cherub brings a wonderful news, a windfall of resources comes your way to help you with your plans. These resources may involve money, advice, or assistance in getting things done. It's a good time to start a new venture, change careers, or go into a business for yourself. This may be an important contract to sign. So something is coming through. It does say a windfall of money, so I don't want people to be thinking, because I said last week because the Wheel of Fortune came up, I don't want people to be thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just going to win the lottery, every like that kind of huge amounts of money. I'm not saying that you can't win the lottery when this card shows up or when the Wheel of Fortune shows up. It can represent significant amount of money, but it also can be represent in that, again, it could be even the smallest thing. It could be somebody that even offers to pay something for you. It could be something, whereas it could be as big as like hearing a job offer or something like that. So it can show up in different ways for different people. But what this card does say is that, again, I feel like there's going to be happiness that is going to be had this week, only because you're going to see some developments happening, which is really positive. So I do apologize for the interruptions. Usually I remember to turn my phones off, but you know how that goes. I forgot today, and yeah, somebody is trying to contact me. So peace and many blessings to you. I'll see you. Bye.